Right. Let's start. So I think we are live, right? Yes. It's unlisted for some reason though. Nice, nice. Right, let's get right into it. So I've been working on the tavern for a bit, or the lobby area. Also been testing if I should animate the character instead of having this like lazy 3D animation, or what you want to call it. So I've been experimenting with that. So I made this little wizard, gave him these two animations, and I think this might be better actually than the bottom one. I'm thinking to add some drinking here, so you can get drunk in the lobby. Yep. Also added some little animations to make sure everything works. We're in the level. And this is... I'm pretty happy where it's going currently. It feels nice. Ooh, chest. Damn. Just a common. So my next plan is to add experience, so you can level up your character. You're gonna have a little skill tree is the idea. So I'm gonna get working on that. Oh right, I did make one of those. So I don't know where I should do that though. Just do it in the player or in the other thing. I do need a player state, so I'm just gonna make one of those. It will be useful for later. Because I think the player state is consistent through stuff, and it also is replicatable. It replicates everything that's in it, which is nice. So, the plan. First and foremost, Base enemy is the base enemy for everything, of course. So they need to have an XP value, I would say. They might not even need to have a value. It's just need to drop XP question mark. And the default should be checked, because all of them should drop except the baby slimes that get spawned from the big slime. They should not drop experience. So here we have undestroyed. We also want to do something else, but I'm unsure where I want to store the XP, because there's different ways you could do it. You could do so that the XP is global for every player, or you could do it so the XP is individual, so the one who kills more levels up more, but I think that's a bad approach. So I probably should make it so it's universal. So if drop XP is true, we're gonna have to do something. We could use the player state for that actually. So in the player state we should add a couple of things. For example, we should add XP. XP level, and this should be an integer. We can make the XP an integer as well, why not? So most games has like a, every time you level up it takes 30% more to gain a new level. So I think I'm gonna start with that. So right now there should be like 40 enemies per thing. So let's just make a new custom event, gain XP. And the XP should be, if it's less than 10, maybe we can start with 10, I think. If it's less than 10, we want to add 1. Or maybe we should promote this so we have a thing. And this should be level what do we want to call it? Not level cap, but level curve or so, I don't know. And so what we should have is we should times this with the value of our choosing. So for example, if we have 100, and then we can make an XP drop of 10. This should be start as 1. And then do we have a reference to the player in the player state? I don't think we do. Maybe. Then we should cast to player DP, we should get HUD, we should create a level up event. I don't know if I have made one already. Probably not, so let's make a custom. Level up. And what we want to do is we want to create a widget. Level up. I'm gonna add it to viewport. Just like that. If I go into this, this should be animated, right? For 2.5 seconds, so let's just make a construct delay by 2.5 seconds, and then we're gonna remove it. Remove from parent, maybe. Like that, and now it's just gonna delete itself afterwards. Though one thing which would be nice is that on construct this right here needs to be a variable, so we can change it. It needs to be set text, format the text, and what we want to do is say level underscore, not underscore space, and then level. And then we want to make another variable that is an integer. That's called level. Amazing. And this should be instance editable, expose and spawn. So if we go back in here and refresh this, we now got access to the level. So let's just put that in there. Save that, go to player state and go level up. And what we want to do then is we want to increment the level. So it starts with 1, so ++, increment the level. Then I want to send the level here. We want to reset the experience to 0, and we want to add 30 to this. Oh, never mind. We want to multiply this by a float that is 1.3, and then we want to set it to that. Truncate. Let's just round it instead. Just for a bit of a nicer result, you know. So now if I kill 10 enemies, this should happen, as long as I make sure to put it in here. So get actor of class, get all actors of class for each, and it's gonna be a player. Player like that, and we're gonna get player state, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast to player state. I think that's how it works, and then we're gonna go gain XP. So let's try it out. Let's just slay all these dudes. Maybe I should have added a print so I can see when it goes up and down. I think I killed about 10 people. Let's see, maybe I get something nice here. Just a ring. Oh shit, I should have the print screen so I can see if it even works. Well. So if that's true, I'm gonna print this. XP gained, let's make it some, we can make it white so it stands out. I think I need to change the player state here as well. Yeah, that might be the actual problem. I need to change it in the level as well. I should just change it in the game mode. I don't know why I'm changing it in the wrong place. Like that. So now if we play, kill this guy, and XP gained. Well, I leveled up directly. That wasn't supposed to happen, but yeah, it seems like I level up every time I kill one guy. Yeah. Well. Another thing, this needs to be so much bigger. Like that maybe. And so what went wrong? If it is, it should be greater, not less. And also this should be set so it updates. My mistake. Like that. Now XP should work, I hope. So my plan is to add modifiers to every ability. Like slow, stuns, vulnerability, bleed, and that kind of stuff. Burn damage, perhaps, depending on what kind of spell it is. So let's see. Will I level up? That's the question. Hey, level 2 reached. Nice, so that works. It's still a bit small. That's because I didn't increase the font, I guess. I only just increased the size, so maybe something like 55. And like 40. we could make it a little bit bigger, maybe like 75, and this like 60. That's pretty large. So let's see how that looks. I should lower the XP threshold so I can check this faster, but it is what it is. Plus this class is made for tanking, so it ain't got that much damn. Ooh, an epic. Even though it gets crit chance doesn't work yet. Crit chance and ability haste are just useless stats for the time being. Yeah, well, that's a bit big, but it's fine. So let's just make it a bit smaller again, like 65 and 50. I'm also gonna move this up a bit so it's on the top of the screen instead. What I could do is make this fill screen so I see exactly how big it is. Just like that. And I forgot to add the animation as well, so I'm just gonna put that in. Amazing. So in the player state, all of this happens, you gain a level, blah blah blah, and you should gain an talent point as well. A talent point. Like that. And that's pretty good. I should design... I don't have the skill tree yet, so maybe I should make just a small test with one skill to choose. That might be a good idea. So if we go to UI, I'm gonna create a new widget. Call it skill tree. Canvas panel. Hello. Canvas panel. So I'm gonna add 2 of these. For some reason. The reason is gonna become clear, but... And let me center this. And let's wrap it with a border. That's very white. Wrong opacity. Maybe not black. I don't know. It's fine. Text. Skill tree. And should pick the right font as well. Amazing. I mean, this doesn't look super nice yet, but it certainly will improve. Why is it offset? So, what do we need to see? We need to see the available skills as well as how many talents you got to choose from. So let's add that. This needs to be a variable. Talents text. low. Oh. 0 and talent text here, set text like that. Format. Talent points. Update talents. And then we wanna get our talent points here. Oh, never mind. I meant to do this. We don't need to save them. Or maybe we do actually. It might be a good idea. Or no. Fuck, sure. Let's just have them here. So a talent. Talent should have a reference to, I mean, a talent button. A talent button I'm unsure how I want to do this. This might be a bit wacky, so to say. Because let me think. So what we do need is a data table here. Table. What am I writing? Data table row handle that can refer to my ability spreadsheet or data table in Unreal. And then we're gonna get data table row like that. And it's gonna be ability data, and we'll split this. So we've got a few things here. A little bit of information, if you will, that we're gonna have to use. So the button, we wanna set the texture. No, that's the wrong way to do it. When I get image, I'm gonna place the image in there, and then we're gonna make sure the image is a variable, yes, and then we're gonna set texture. Set texture from brush, and it's gonna be the icon. So if we look here now, it doesn't say anything because this is empty. This should be the ability, and let's just choose something like taunt. That's a great ability. So now the icon here is a bit small, maybe 100 times 100. The button is a bit big, maybe. The problem in setting the image in the button is very difficult. So what I want to do here is, I mean, it's just temporary either way, so maybe I should just keep it and not overdo it. This, oh wait, maybe I could do minus, right? You can't do minus in padding, that's too bad. No padding here. I don't want any padding of any kind. And I mean, this is fine, I guess. The only problem is when this is clicked, you want to do something. And that thing we want to do is we want to have a reference to the skill tree, and we want to call that parent. And what's that gonna let us do is have a reference, of course, but when we click, we can get the parent, we can get talent points. And when we get talent points, if this is greater than 1, I guess, we can unlock whatever talent we want or whatever upgrade we choose, which is pretty neat. And that, of course, is gonna be this one. And the interesting thing here is, I'm not sure how I will, because the way I set up the abilities in the player is a bit wacky, I think. Oh no, it's just a role name and this. So it's just a variable so that I can read from. So if I would, for example, cast to player BP, and we could get ability, E get ability, Q get ability, right click. Just for sake, we could get ability. Left click as well. If I want to do something with that. But the interesting thing is we should be able to change this. So if we get the ability again, or we could set ability right here, and we split this. This should of course be ability thing. And we could get the role name right here. I mean this, probably. This should be like a display name. It might not be the same as the other one. And that's dandy and all that. The question is, I must set my icon somewhere in some sort of event. Maybe it's in set stats. No, that's something entirely different. It might be oh, right here. My bad. I do wanna make this a custom event so I can reach it. Called custom set abilities. Like that, and then we're gonna set ability set abilities. And I wonder what this is. This is just oh right, it's that thing. So that we can ignore, and then if we grab this, go back in here, press here. No, cancel. And we do set abilities. This is something we could do, for example. And that could work, but I don't know how to figure out which ability we're gonna change. Because like, if every ability has its own little tree, it's gonna be hard to know how that's gonna work. So I don't think I will do that right now. What I will do though is display this. So, and what I also can do is, just to try it out, to make sure everything works here, I can... What was the thing I made earlier with the XP and thing? It was over in the base enemy. Like this, yeah. So what we need is still this. I need to go back here and we need to get player we need to get the player controller, we need to get the control pawn. And then we wanna cast all the player. So we can get the player state and cast to that. This is a lot of stuff. And then we want to get talent point, and we want to decrement it by 1 because we used up 1 point. And then what we want to do is we want to print that to a string, and what we want to say is ability, I mean talent point has been used. Missed append here. And then we can print how many ability points there actually are left. Cool, cool, cool. So we need a reference to things and stuffs. So let's add a talent. Oh my god. Talent button in here. Like that. So here we have access to this, so we can set up different ability trees for every single class. But the meat of the situation, or the meat of the thing, is that we need to make sure all the buttons has a reference to the skill tree itself. So I think we could do something like this if we make this a variable and we do get all the kids, you know, and then for each kid we cast to button, talent button, and if the cast goes through, it means it is a talent button, and then we want to set parent to self, and that should work, I believe. Let's just put this in here just in case. So I'm just gonna add this to the HUD and make a button that hides and shows it, just like a normal talent tree in like World of Warcraft or something. So basically what we're gonna do is go into HUD and add a skill tree. Gonna add it in like this. Sure, we can have it on the side maybe. Make sure it's anchored to the side as well. And then what we want to do is we want to make this hideable and showable. I mean, I have a T or something, so TY maybe. T should be talents, but T is speaking right now. Another cool thing I want to add is if you type in all caps, you yell. But whatever, so let's see here. Let's just get a key. What key? Any key. Y. I want the Y key. Of course it's like that. So key Y. Debug key. No, I want normal key. Why is everything a debug key? Hello? Here somewhere. Why? Here we go. So I'm just gonna copy this actually exactly, because it's just gonna work perfectly for what I wanna do. So the skill tree, just grab all of this and replace that shit. My bad. So, now it should work, I think. So if I go into the game, well, it's there already, but I can hide and show it. I do want to add another thing, so if we don't have, if you don't have something, let's make this green, because green is good. If we don't have something, we can say no talent points available. I don't know if it's spelled like that, but that's great. Make it red, of course. So now if I try this button, it should not work. No talent points available. If I hide that and go and level up. It's a bloody massacre. So 10 enemies should be all I need to gain a level. I guess one more. Level 2. So if I open up this menu now and click, no talent points available. Damn. It must be, I almost forgot to plug something in probably. So if we go to player state, everything here looks as it should except one thing, and that is updating the skill tree. So get skill tree and update talents. Talent points is over here. So let's put that in here. Cool. And then I'm also gonna increase the XP so I don't need to kill like 400 enemies to 59 for some fantastic reason. No skill points available. Also we level up. 1 talent point available. Amazing. So if I click this, it still doesn't get the reference, but at least we're making progress. 2 talent points. 4 talent points. Nice. So, up in here, when we update this all seems right. Then must be something wrong over here. The parent we get, and it needs to be greater than, oh, it needs to be greater than 1. It should be greater than 0. Or, so that might have been the issue. So now if I click this, 1 talent point used. I can continue to spam it though, but that's not great. But that's probably because the parents thing does not get updated. So let's just fix that. So here we remove, and what we should do is the same thing as over here. We want to update the parent to the button. So we do have a reference, right? Yes, parent in there, and then we can just plug this in here. And that should work, hopefully. So if we slay these tiny goblins and click the button, it works as it should. Great. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Get some nice loot as well. Good, now we know that the talent tree works. That's amazing. Let me just... This is gonna be collapsed, so it doesn't show to begin with. Yeah, so next up. I wanna mess a bit with the dialogue thing. So, dialogue actor. But I want the speech bubble is what I call it. So like all of this is great, amazing, fine, whatever. What I want to do is I'm gonna search this up. So let's. I don't know exactly how strings work. Haven't used them, so get character error. Okay. For each. This. Oh. Upper. No. Hmm. So the substring we want to look for is /el. So if it's true, print. Otherwise. No yell. I'm just gonna make sure to plug this in here as well. So now if we play, we press T and we press /yell as no yell. I'm pretty sure there is a yell in there, but I know I did make commands in another game, but I do not remember how I did it, so to say. I'm just reading the documentation here to the side. So like, it's find substring. You could do contains string contains substring. Maybe it contains is what I'm looking for. So like T/yell. Wow. Yell found. Nice. So what we wanna do then is remove yell from the string. Not get substring. We wanna do. I wanna see here. Select string. String to color. Float vector upper lower. We wanna do upper as well. But before that, we wanna do something else. We wanna. Is there a replace? Like this, I don't think that would work. But like, so like /yell, I guess. I'm gonna try to print this and see what's happening. that did not work for some reason. What if I replace it with a space? Oh right, it works. I'm just stupid. Good. So then we use a return node on this, and if we go back to the event graph, so to say, we can replace it right here, this in here, this in here, this in here, and that. And also what we want to do is we should make a return node here as well. So actually what I want to do is make this entirely scalable. So what I want to do is substring. This is going to be, the substring is going to be hello. It's going to be the command. Not the commands, but whatever. And it's going to be the same as this. And what I want to be enabled to do is get the text, and I'm going to set the color of it. Set the color and opacity only if it is what it's supposed to be, you know. So split this, and in this case we're gonna make it red, very red, like that. And maybe we should like increase the font, so set font. I mean, this is a lot of dumb shit, but get font. So just plug everything back in where it's supposed to be, except the font size. We can multiply that by 1.1 or 1.1. For example. Maybe this should be right here, and this also. Font underscore MP for multiplier, and this can just be color. So now, if we go back to this, we can say if the command is /yell and the font multiplier we want to set to 1.1, and we want a red color. If we play now, this should work perfectly, I think. So /yell. Oh my god. Nice. I don't even know if I need a replacement thing here, so I'm gonna remove that. That's pretty cool. So I want to add, just for funsies, let's add another one that is like you know what, we can actually, what we can do to make it a little bit less annoying is put that there and remove the top one. So like if you type ew, just for fun, we can make it a bit smaller, and let's make it like disgusting green. So now if you type, for example, /u dumbho, it works. Pretty nice, pretty cool. And in the future you can add like animated text, I hope. How does... Maybe I could do it right now. Cause like the text... It takes in a font. Font material. Okay, so basically I can do a font yell underscore m and user interface, right? Yeah, and then we want a text. No, we don't want a texture. We want a UV. Want the texture coordinate. Like, if I just want to see how this looks so I can understand how it works. Okay, right. So if I increase the text, it stretches the texture like the UV. Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's fine. So if I want to make it shake, for example, the screen position manipulated in world space by the material, the vertices. So if I do world position, do I need a world position? I don't know. But I do need a chord, and I do need a panner, and I do need the speed to be something. And then I need a noise. But the noise is gonna be multiplied by something. I'm just gonna use a texture instead. I'm gonna use my fire distortion texture. Just because ease of use, you know. And this is gonna be the strength, I think. So like, we wanna add this in here. Now it should just be in the X. Whatever, I could do it like this. So now if I go back here, it's very dark, and that's because like now it shakes. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks very nice, actually. So the question is, if I type something now and I move around, it's gonna be affected by the moving around, which is kinda ass. But I need the world position, because this needs a world position. Yeah, in world space. But like, oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Because I can't do this, right? No, I can't do this either. I need the world space, so it's gonna look weird when you move around. I mean, I could do... Oh, I could do this. And like, now it's gonna be spread out all over. Big as hell. But if I divide this, divide it with something like 100. I mean, I kind of like how it looks, but like 4 maybe. Maybe like 200. Maybe like 50. I think that's pretty nice. So then I can go back into my speech bubble here and go to the graph, and also like set font material I can do. And we plug it in here. Amazing. And if we yell, we won't yell. I just gotta make sure to take it away from here. So now, if we type /yell, it does animate. The yell is there for some reason when it should be gone. Right. I thought... I thought we fixed that. Oh. Oh, yeah, right. Actually, you can just... This can actually just fuck straight off. We don't need that. We don't need a return node. The return node is for cowards. Yeah. Refresh. Shit. Wait. Is there a bunch of empty? Yeah. My bad. So full text in here and in here. Nice. So, now, if we play, we type /yell. Wow, that's amazing. It animates. Which is pretty cool, but if you type something small, I think it will shake like crazy. So yell, go. Nah, it's fine. I think that's pretty sick. So we should make a material for you as well. Let's just duplicate this, rename it to font u underscore mat or you can close this one. But so like I don't fucking know actually. I'm just gonna make it shake in a different direction. God damn. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that's fine. It's just something a little bit, sorry, like extra. You know, it's a bit funny. I also want to make one more, and it's gonna be /shear. And it's gonna be very yellow. Let's make it 1. And let's duplicate this again and make one that's shear /m. And I want this one to be like a wave, if you can say that. So like, I don't remember exactly how you do linear gradient and like sine and like add time. I think it's something like this, right? Yeah. But do I need to -1 this first, I guess? So it goes the other way. Bye. Then like what we wanna do is we wanna break this and just add. It goes in diagonal, so let's multiply it. With like 5 in this direction, and then we do that. Oh, wrong. 5 in this direction. Oh shit, my bad. I mean, that's not what I imagined. But, you know, perhaps that's what I need. And of course we need to divide it this time as well. I mean, it's getting there, it's getting there. It's still getting there, I guess. What I could do is maybe use some power here and saturate it afterwards. So like, let me see how it looks. I need this and this. Not what I meant. Like this. So like 11 maybe. Oh, that's way too much. 12, that's even more. 7. I can try 7. I'm realizing that might not be how it works. So like 2. So I can't use power. That kind of sucks. So what would be a way to make it? I could still just make it bigger. Ah yeah, that looks great. So if we slash shear, let's go. Oh, I need to. My bad. I need to change the material to shear. And we do slash shear. Let's go. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty nice. We'll just decrease the power a bit though, because it's a bit too much. I think that's pretty adorable, not gonna lie. So that's pretty nice. I don't know if I should add something more. What was the other one? It was like you. I mean, this one is pretty shit. I'm gonna search for also the yellow one. I want to see how that looks again. I mean, that's kind of fine. The only thing I want to change with it is, like, it does shake, but I'm not sure if I want it to shake. So if I just add in the green, not how it works. If I multiply it by number 2 again. So if I take 5 here, put it in, and then we use this again. Like, this should be pretty much the same. It will be more similar to the other one. It's a bit fast, perhaps. So like maybe 0.5. I'm gonna increase the size as well to like 200. I mean, that's pretty cool, I think. Maybe just increase it a tad. Yeah, it looks a little bit like the text is on fire. That's great. That's pretty cool. So the things we've done now is /u. Disgusting. Not how it's spelled, but... And that's fine. And then we got / here as well. I can do, let's go. And this just happy vibes all around. And the yellow one, so /yell. Oh my god. And that's pretty fun too. And then of course you can just type normally and say yeah, that's pretty cool. yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. Thank you to everyone who came by and watched, and I'll hope you join me in the next stream. Have a great day.